All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's stream. Today we are doing the 0 to 60 episode on Cindra, Drakai of Retribution. With me today, as always, is Coach Damien. Coach Damien, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit I'm very ninja and guardianed out, to be honest, from the last 7 episodes or so of this. I hope next time we're going to be playing Chaos. That's going to be like completely different. But this is kind of like the advanced form of Phi, you could say. Is this the advanced form of Phi? Which was actually episode 0. Or episode 1, I should say.
Well, I think it's just like it's kind of like Phi, but you have all these flick knives interactions you have to keep track of, and you get to push mask and momentum harder. So that's really the main difference. I wouldn't call this too complicated of a deck.
Yep. Now, Damien, I did lose my Edge of Autumn in the Ira episode. I presume somewhere today I'm going to lose both my kunais, and that's going to be the wrong play to start the turn with no kunais. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure I'll make a mistake and then realize that I was being a silly goose, and then I'll learn. And then I'll learn. Live and learn. Live and learn. Okay. Let's quickly chit chat about the news. Now, Nathan is the head newsman, weatherman. I don't know. He's the guy that covers the week-to-week topics generally here. However, I do want to chit chat about this. All right, let's not talk about that. All right, so the World Championship this year, which is going to be in Philadelphia, is going to be, they have confirmed the format. There will be Classic Constructed for 5 rounds, and then Living Legend for 3 rounds, Living Legend for 3 rounds, and then Classic Constructed for 4 rounds. So in total, you're going to play 6 LL rounds and 9 CC rounds, and then they have a very, very complex dual format top 8, which is not going to be applicable to like 98% of people, but yeah. All right, well, confirmation of no draft is very interesting. So Super Slam draft going to be very relevant for like 3 weeks, and then yeah, you might play it at your armory. Maybe you'll play it in 4 years in a history of draft event. But yeah, it seems like this limited set is going to get left behind. What do you think about this, Damien?
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, it's really cool that you have like LL and Classic Constructed the World Championship. But it being best of 3 in the top 8 means it's gonna take rounds could take a lot of time.
Yeah.
To finish.
Yeah, I presume they're going to run the top 8. Like they might have like the feature match, and then they have a backup match, and then the other 2 quarterfinals they're not even going to broadcast probably. If I had to guess. There's also been some people memeing about like the fact that you could get like people that are playing like Jarl Oldham Fatigue, and it's just going to take forever. So we'll see how that goes. TLDR for players like me, I'm going to have to learn how to play a non-warrior deck because, well, Dorothea is almost in 1st grade. So, yeah. All right. So we'll let Nathan kind of talk more in depth about this, but this is kind of the big news of the week. All right, Damien, so for those of you guys who have been watching, what is this, episode 1, 2, we skipped Olympia, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is episode 6 of 0 to 60. Damien, we are still in the quote unquote easy category. How do you feel this series has gone so far? We've had 3 injured. we've had 3 ninjas and 3 guardians.
I think it's gone pretty good so far because I mean we're in the easy bracket, so if it wasn't going good, I'd be very concerned.
Yeah, you would hope that a guy that's played for 5 years or 4 years should know how to pilot anything down here
And
moderately well, but
starting past after this week, the decks start getting very intricate, even though they're in the easy bracket. These are decks you probably never really tried to play before.
Yep. Yeah, I've I've played against KO and Florian a lot, so I kind of understand them. But Max, Valda, Marlin, I'm clueless about. So yeah, that's going to be quite interesting. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of Cindra, let's pull up the deck list that you prepared for us today. So, this is, well, just looking by the red count, this is the red line Cindra list. I mean, all these cards they look very draconic ninja. I guess is what I could say here. I haven't even really looked at this list, so let's kind of break it down here. So the equipment looks pretty standard. I guess let's start with this. So the blood spattered vest. This is a card that I'm so today you don't have a checklist for us, right? You just have a kind of like, did Josh pilot this well enough
Yeah,
type of list. And this card, I'm pretty sure is going to be one of the things that you're going to judge me on is whether or not I'm using this to the full potential. What
yeah. I
type of
couldn't
play
like
lines are we
make a
looking
list of
for?
this. It's all flick related.
Okay.
Oh, I
Oh
think
no.
the only thing complex about this deck in its entirety, I'm pretty sure, is flick knives and blood
Mhm.
splattered mist and like sequencing. But other than that, there's not too much about this deck. As you can see, it's a red line head jab the deck.
Right. So I actually think that that literally all the complexity of this deck compared to Phi is in these 6 equipment pieces. Because we have to obviously try to secure mask momentum hits. We use flick knives to keep the chain going. We have to balance the kunais, like whether we start the turn with 0-1 or 2 kunais matters a lot. Getting value from blood spattered vest and not getting like blown out by a shelter or something like that, like making it too obvious. And then we got Dragon Scalar Flight Path. Now, Phi used this to swing Ember Blade again. How are we trying to use this?
This has multitudes of uses in this deck. So the first one is pretty obvious on your Spreading Flames or your Wrath turn. You break it to swing an additional dagger, which is fine. It's pretty good. It's like converts it to 2 to 3 additional damage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the
Now,
other use is it's Snapdragon Scalers.
okay. So,
But it's Snapdragon Scalers that is an instant. So you can draw the card from Mask of Momentum before you decide to break these.
yeah, so that's like similar to Steel Blade Supremacy and Bolters. So that's you said Wrath of Retribution, Spreading Flames with this card. Now that's actually very interesting because as a warrior player, I have access to Kabuto, and I always present Kabuto against Cindra, so I never really see those play lines. Can you talk a little bit more about the Spreading Flames, Wrath of Retribution, and Dragon Scale Flight Path together? Because I never see this as a warrior player.
Well, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Go down. Let's go down to the cards.
Okay, so you were talking about Spreading Flames. Now this is a card that
Mm.
Phi was using, and obviously Cindra can make pretty decent use of this. So you said that Dragon Scalar Flight Path pays for one of the kunais. Let's see.
No, it allows an additional swing of a kunai.
Right. Okay, so basically we're trying to get 2 damage out of this plus a block. Is that the value that we're trying to look for?
That should be the bare minimum you're looking to get out of this card.
Okay. 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 All right. Okay, so that's the equipment. Let's take a look at the main deck here. So, how do you want to break this main deck down? Because I guess let's look at the attacks first, and then we can look at the, you know,
Well,
the,
so the way you break this deck down, I didn't really think about it before just now, but you can break it down into like multiple ways. I would
okay,
break it down into starters,
okay,
extenders,
like this.
ways
Mhm.
to push mask momentum, and cards you trigger off of blood splatters, which are your one cost that aren't spreading flames.
Okay, so we have starters, we have follow ups like Blaze Headlong, demonstrate devotion and loyalty, and then we have cards that help us push mask. So I presume you're talking about ancestral empowerment,
And concealed blade.
and concealed blade.
Yeah.
Okay, yep,
Dagger
and
also falls under that category.
thrown dagger. Yep, okay, and then we have one cost stuff that we need to use blood spattered vest on. So I presume because we're running 6 blues, like we never want to pitch for anything at all. The only reason we're running these is because like they help push MOM, they block 3, and they provide a little bit of uncertainty in your attack pattern.
Well, you need to be able to cast spreading flames.
Oh, we need these to cast spreading flames.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
Right. 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 Right.
your blue base should be not bad. Like they're all cards that you're like fine casting because if you think about it, concealed blade can replace itself because of mask momentum. You can
Mhm.
push one. Throat dagger just like literally replaces itself. And then dragon power is just a 1 for 5 if you have a fealty. So they're not terrible. I mean I'd use them to pitch to dagger if it pushes
Okay.
2 mask triggers in the same turn, like 2 threats of a mask.
Okay. So we use these blues to pay for spreading flames because obviously we can't blood spattered vest if we haven't hit. So okay. All right. That makes sense to me. Um, all these cards look fairly straightforward to use. I guess breaking point is a little bit like it. I want to ask something. The This deck seems like against very good players with Shelter of the Storm, they could really mess you up. Like if you're really relying on blood spattered vest for a resource, if you're really relying on thrown dagger, cycling a card, stuff like that. Is there any way we can play around that, like not get blown out by Shelter
No,
from a good opponent? No. Okay.
no.
Okay.
Unless you have multiple flick effects. If you have multiple flick effects, you can like flick
Bait it
knives.
out. Okay.
Your opponent will shelter, and then you will throw dagger in response. But a good opponent will, if they were going to shelter the dagger or the dagger swing, or if they wanted to be safe about it, they could just discard the shelter in the attack step. But then you would never flick. So it's you can flick knives yourself if you like really need the resource.
Oh. Oh yeah. That's actually crazy.
Uh,
That's
it
Jesus.
doesn't
That's
come up
like,
a it doesn't come up a lot in CC, but it does come up a lot in LL.
dude,
Um,
dude. That's you.
because
This reminds me of Briar. No, Chain. Was it Chain? Chain throwing the Rosetta Thorn at himself to keep. Oh, at Pro Tour 1. Jesus.
keep spellbound creepers.
To
Yes.
keep Spellbound Creepers alive. And I was like, oh, right. We can't fatigue them now. Oh, God. That's crazy. Okay. Is there any cards here that are particularly difficult to use? Or is it just read your
Um.
cards and.
Well, there's certain cards that you could tunnel on. Like you could tunnel on Art the Dragon up at
Right.
the top.
Hmm.
You could tunnel on this card. You're like, I would like to get value out of this card, but you could tunnel on that by accident, and it could cost you something.
So this is a outlet for fealty. So we have several ways to make fealty. I'll demonstrate and display loyalty. Is there any? I mean, Hunt the Hunter could also mark them, and eventually we could get a If we throw our dagger, that doesn't consume the mark, right? Mark is.
It does.
Does it?
If
It
you
does?
mark them and then you flick the dagger and the dagger hits them from flick knives, it does trigger the mark.
Okay.
And you do get a field
Okay.
speed.
Okay. 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 I should know that from Assassin, but sometimes the Assassins are flicking their claves, so you just like get remarked anyways. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, how are we supposed to use Wrath of Retribution? This is another card I just do not see as a warrior because of Kabuto.
Preferably, you would play it on the fourth chain link.
Okay, you could play it on the third chain link if you use your chess piece. So basically, you're supposed to go 3 attacks and then Wrath, and then dagger,
That is
dagger.
correct. It usually it goes like dagger, dagger, flick, buyback, dagger, boots, dagger, ender. That's usually how you would like to play this card. But you could choose to whether or not you want to be daggerless afterwards. I think most of the time it's worth it.
Okay.
Because you're usually pushing a lot of damage.
Okay.
This card goes really well with Blood Runs Deep.
Okay, so basically you throw the daggers at them and you buy them back, and then you continue with the daggers because they got discounted by Wrath. Okay. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay, so this is 60 cards here. Let's take a look at the sideboard. Okay, we got Imperial Seal of Command. This is a card I have used in Fang, but obviously, it turns out having flick knives just makes this like auto crazy. When are we bringing this card in? Basically the same as when Fang brings it in.
When your opponent flips over some deck, you're like, oh, it's going to be like a fatigue deck.
Okay.
Or somebody plays a lot of defense reactions.
Sure. Speaking of defense reactions, we're not playing Sink, Shelter, Fate, none of that. We're playing Loyalty Beyond the Grave, 3 copies. I'm familiar with that as a Fang player. We also have 2 copies of Wax On. So this, I presume, is to defend against 0 cost stuff. That's interesting. So I guess a lot of the Assassin cards cost 0. I guess this is what it's for, basically.
When your opponent throws Persuasive Prognosis with Go Again, and you block your Dragonflight Scalers, and they just nick it, you Wax On it.
And then you go 6 on 6. Yep. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a copy of Salt and Tenacity. Now, I remember this from the Phi episode. We also have a copy of Mopple. Okay, so now we talked a lot about how we want MOM. Now, if I remember correctly, the Phi episode, we ran Mopple against everything and then MOM against Gravy. I presume we run MOM against almost everything, and then Mopple for a very particular matchup. Is it what type of matchups are we trying to bring Mopple
in? There are some decks you're never gonna get a Mass Trigger against, like a vast majority of the game. Those are the decks you're bringing in. Decks that want to give you 3 cards from their hand. Decks that can prevent your flicks and your stuff like that. Wizards like Kano, stuff like that. I mean, you could also play like Masculine into Kano. I don't think it's terrible, but I really just like want their life total to hit really fast.
So against like Guardians, you're playing Mopple?
Yes, I would play Mopple against Guardian.
Now, how about Warriors? Like, they also defend very well, but I've found that the pressure from MOM is
It depends on if
better.
It depends on if they have this Dynamo card. That's where it really falls for me.
Okay,
they have the Dynamo card. It's really hard to push this Mask of Momentum.
Okay, got it. Okay, so when we bring Moppo, we bring in Salt and Tenacity. We got 3 copies of Snag because the metagame demands that we use that. Club and Serakai, I remember seeing this in the Hong Kong Nats. This was a very, very powerful card against. I got to see Pudding play Clove and Serakai Cindra against Florian, I think. So that was very, very effective. And obviously, when you bring this in, you can also bring in Tide Flippers if you want a little bit of Arcane Barrier as well. Okay, so let's say we're running the Mopple, we bring in the Salt and Tenacity. Like, what is the weakest card from our main board that we're going to take out?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't actually know the answer to that one. I mean,
because there's a lot of ratios in this deck. Yeah, we could run just more than 60.
Ratios. You could run more than 60.
Okay.
Since you're bringing in yellows, you could, like... Nah, I think you probably just add them. Okay. I can't think of anything that I really want to cut.
Okay, sure. All right, that sounds good to me. Okay, let's... we can quickly catch up with chat here. You're looking forward to the stream, interested in learning Cindra as well? Yeah, it's always good to know your enemy well. Do you have an LL deck you like? No, but I think decks like Briar or Ira would be easy to pilot. I'm excited for the Marlin episode. Oh yeah, we're gonna get there soon enough. Not even trying my list. What list are you talking about, Stefano? You can flick yourself if you're desperate. Yeah. You did it twice this weekend in Copenhagen to win games. Nice. If you're marked and flick yourself, you gain fealty and unmark yourself. Oh, but you don't unmark yourself. That's crazy. What? What? You are marked until an opponent hits you. Right. And your hero says, when you hit a marked hero, even if the marked hero is yourself. That's crazy. That is crazy. What a crazy interaction. Okay. All right, Damien, is there any other tips that you can give me and the fine folks in chat about Cindra before we go play some games?
No. It's going to be all about sequencing your hands.
Oh, man. That's actually something I kind of struggle with, I think. When you have a lot of...
I know.
Yeah. Like I said, the Guardian, like, I don't click with Guardian, but, like, I kind of understand what they're trying to do. It's like, okay, you do one thing. You do that one thing well. Even the most complicated Guardian lines is like rouse into something or E-strike into something. So, okay, do you have somebody lined up for us, or are we going to look for some opponents on Talishar? Okay.
You're going to be playing against Ira first.
I'm going to be playing against Ira first. Okay. Josh, you know Cindra isn't a warrior, right? Yes, I know that. Although, hey, I'm familiar with daggers a little bit. My list in fabtcg top 8 calling last week. Oh. Well, we could take a look at that list, but Damien, you just kind of just made this list because you thought this would be like a good, well-rounded way to learn, right? Let's see.
Yeah, made's a strong word, but yeah.
Made's a strong word.
I took a list and I edited it. I took a list and I edited it based on Slippy, Verdance, and Gravy. Yeah, that's what I did.
Makes sense. Okay, so the equipment here is the same. Looks like... Ooh, okay, so you've got all the different arts of the dragon. That's kind of cool. That's cool. You got some poppers. We don't have poppers. Are we running Burning Blade Dance, Damien? I think we are, right? Maybe we're not. Oh, we don't have Burning Blade Dance. That's actually a big difference. Cool. All right. Yeah. Hunt to the Ends of Wraith. Now, this is a card I've been quite liking as well.
I mean, against Arachne, that card's pretty good.
Yeah. 3 copies of Shelter. Yep. Got Assault the Wound. Exposed Blue. What? What is this?
I mean, I see this card in a lot of Cindra decks. My problem with this card is it doesn't have a block value. That's my true problem with this card.
Why are we not running Lunging Press? Oh, it marks them. Okay, right.
Oh, look at Mark. Mark.
That's crazy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I mean, your deck looks really cool, Stefano. We're just gonna run this list though that David has. So, I think your list actually looks a little bit more complicated because you have different Arts of the Dragon. You also have the Burning Blade Dance that also can make things more complicated. So, baby steps, right? I literally have not played a single game. This is something you guys don't. Maybe it's not clear to the viewers. I only play Warrior. I have literally 0 games in CC with Phi, Ira, Betsy, Bravo, Victor. I had 0 games. The name of this series is not 15 to 60. It is 0 to 60. So yeah. Okay. You said that we have somebody lined up. Do I need to make a private room? I do, right?
Yeah, you need to send me the link so I can send it.
All right. Okay, got it. Okay, so all right. And just like in classic Damien fashion, we are not there's no mercy here. He just throws me into the deep end against actually strong opponents and says, "Good luck, go beat them."
Oh, we're not playing against Talishar randoms. You could.
Yeah. Damien does not like playing against Talishar randoms. He says, "No, Josh, you are going to play against people that I vet and that I know aren't silly geese." So
it's not good down.
Yeah. How bad will Damien abuse Josh tonight? Probably a lot more than the Phi episode, because I think there's a lot more potential to mess things up with this, to mess up this list. Cindra is as addictive as Warrior. All right, well, we're gonna find out. I did enjoy playing Cindra in The Hunted. I leaned obviously towards Fang, but Cindra was the other character I liked to play in that. Wait, you only play Warrior? I had no idea. Damien wants me to suffer. Yes, that is correct. Okay, I presume this loadout is fine against Ira. So, do you think we should include some D-reacts against Ira? I presume no.
Not really. I mean, like, Ira wants you to block.
Right. And
I mean,
okay, so there's that. Obviously, we're not going to bring in Snag. We're not running Mopple because we want to be more aggressive. Imperial Seal of Command could be decent against Ira depending on the build of Ira. Do you think this is a worthy card? No?
No.
Okay, don't put it in. No shot? Wait, we're playing against Nick Tucker 69, but there's also Nick Tucker in the chat. What's going on? Who's impersonating me? I don't know.
You're playing against Emma.
I'm playing against Emma. Okay. All right, got it. Okay. All right. Are we good to start? Just run this 60 as to start.
Yeah. You don't play Imperial Seal Command, by the way, because you go head jab, Imperial Seal, and then they go Kadachi CNC, and then you go, ooh, that's bad.
Damn. Okay, so we are going first. What in the world? Iris of the Blossom. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Do we attack on turn 0? I think we do, because we're likely to get some chip damage in because we have Ravenous Rebels.
Okay.
All right, let's go for it. Rebel. Revealed a rabble. Look at that.
My gosh, that's the play set of Rabbles.
Yep. We got no more rabbles in our deck. Oh, they have a D-React. Sad. Okay. So I'm looking to go maybe rabble into probably just Arsenal after that. We're just trying to get one
Well,
sneaky damage in.
In my opinion, you should play the Fire Tenant Strike next.
Why is that?
Because it comes in for 3, they're going to block 3. And then you could flick knives to keep the mask alive. You could play the Ronin for 4 go again. And then you could think about sending the Rabble if you wanted to. I don't recommend it, but we could. It depends on if we think they have a 2 block or what have you.
So you said that we should flick. So going down to 1 dagger on turn 0, is that normal?
Going down to 1 dagger is fine. Going down to 0 daggers is where things get complicated.
So you think we should flick here?
Yes, I like flicking. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll flick.
You can also
deal the damage.
We really shouldn't bless Spider. It'd be dumb.
Okay, so we dealt 1 damage. Okay.
Yep.
So now we can Ronin Renegade for 4 because it has +1 from the Fire Tenant. So now they might have to block for 2 cards.
There's no way they'd ever do that, though, I think.
Is it worth... Let's say they do block for 2 cards. Is it worth getting 4 damage in but not having an arsenal?
It would only be worth it if you think that they are going to draw up into Command and Conquer.
Well, they just blocked
with Command and Conquer. And since they're blocking with 1, I don't think they are. So...
This is it's actually very interesting. It's like whether to send this for 4 or not.
Well, the more cards in your hand, the more likely you are to push a mask.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think we're just supposed to hold this rabble, especially with them blocking the Command and Conquer. And so that's actually like a general tip, not just like for Cindra specifically. It's like, okay. All right, let's just end and arsenal this rabble. Okay, so we have rabble, maybe dagger, display loyalty, snatch, something like that. Okay, we got up sticks and run, +4 to the dagger. Okay. Okay, I presume just like Phi, we should not be blocking much.
We should not be blocking vanilla damage.
Yep. So we have the thrown dagger here. I guess this plus flick knives, we might be able to keep the MOM chain going. So kind of planning out the turn, like rabble, maybe get a blood spattered vest, kunai, display loyalty, snatch. That's kind of what I'm looking at. We don't have a lot of draconic chain links though. We only have 2.
Oh, I know.
So we might have to pitch the thrown dagger. Maybe that's a better way to do it. What are you thinking about with this hand?
Well, I'm thinking what the disruption my opponent's going to throw is. So you should see what they're doing before you figure out what. You spend so much time thinking about what your turn's going to be.
Right. Okay, so this is interesting because they know we have a rabble. They know that this.
I know you have,
and we have 2.
You got 2 of them. So you have to block this.
Yeah, we have to block this now. So, I mean, just looking at this, we could block with display loyalty, thrown dagger, and just go rabble, snatch. That sounds fine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's see if we can avoid being like Nathan and not reveal a blue. technically I should have played the one from hand, right? Because now he knows what this is. He knows one of the cards in our hand. So that's a little bit of a sequencing error there. Because they know...
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Censor, you could have rabbled into Throw Dagger, into Draw the Rising, into Play the Rising, into the thing, into the Rabble, into the Snatch. That would have been sick.
Yep. Okay, Sink Below from Ira, sure. Okay, so we can go Rabble again. Reveal the same card. Of course, they have several battle-worn pieces. They could also have a D-React. Okay, sure. Okay, sending 3-card 12, I heard, is decent. All right, another Upsticks. Okay, so this hand, we got Brand Rising. If this hits, we get to play this for free, which would be pretty cool. If not, we can always just get a resource with Blood Spattered and then end with this. So this is a card we don't need, right?
Well, we'll see.
I mean, we don't block the vanilla.
I wouldn't block right now.
Let's see what...
No.
If there's like a sensor or something that we need to block again. Although this sensor would be less impactful. Okay, so... I mean, if we want to block, this would be the position to block. Obviously, we can't cover up everything, but it is what it is. So do you recommend blocking with this card or setting it into Arsenal? Because we're probably going to have them marked at the end of this turn.
I mean, you could block with Dragon Power this turn, but let's see. You're gonna go what, like Brand with Cinder Claw into what?
Rising.
You're gonna come off of daggers, yeah. So we're gonna come off an Arsenal for this. I mean, that's fine.
Okay. What type of plays are we trying to use our Dragon Scalar Flight Path on? I guess
I told you. It's literally like Wrath and Spreading Flames.
I mean defensively.
And like Master. Oh, something with a breakpoint, like a CNC for 7.
CNC. Okay, right. Okay. So we're just holding this for the disruptive turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, pretty good turn from our opponent as well. All right. Let's see if we can get something going. We are kind of behind right now, right? Or is this mainly because we went second or first?
Well, Cindra always wants to go second.
Right. Yeah, and I mean the reason that we are like behind by 11 life was because they got to go second. Okay. So here they're probably going to block. We're going to need to... Oh, they're not going to block. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we get to save our Blood Spattered Vest here. And then we get to play this for a discount. Very nice. 5 on-hit mark. They're already marked, though.
It's not on hit,
sorry,
it's on
sorry.
play.
On play, my bad. Yep.
Don't forget to flick. And then don't through daggers.
Don't forget to flick. Because we have played right here. We've played 3 Draconic cards. Yep. Okay, so we're going to make a fealty from hitting. And then we can buy back our daggers. Is there any world where you would only choose 1?
No.
Equip up to 2. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Okay. All right, so Ignite. The next Draconic card you play or activate costs 1 less. Now, so I presume that's just going to be the Kunai. So you could go Ignite into Kunai. It's the typical play pattern, right?
Yes.
So we
That's
go
correct.
Ignite, Kunai. This is just a 0 for 4. We're not really trying to... We're probably just ending with Art of the Dragon Blood, right? Okay, so then... Okay, so we could go
We
Ignite.
need to see what... we need to see what they throw before you think about your turn.
Right. Okay.
You gotta stop trying to value your hand before you know your opponent's about to throw an erase face at you.
Right.
That's how you're gonna go time with an aggro deck.
Yep. Okay, so we have the Ancestral Empowerment. So this probably means we get an MOM trigger if we do this right. Okay, so they discarded a Fiddler's Grave. That's pretty cool. Okay, so they're going to go get Whirling Mist Blossom, which means we need to block. Yep. All right, so that means we basically have to block here. We have several 3 blocks. I presume we block with the Hot on their heels.
Yeah.
Because this is 1 extra damage, and we can make it Draconic and then buy back our daggers if we want to. Okay. No lunging press, please. Thank you. Okay, Tunic into Erase Face. Oof. Okay, so how effective is this card against our hero?
Yes.
Class and talent types. Uh-oh. That's pretty bad,
right?
You don't
get Draconic with that.
Yeah. You don't get Draconic cards. Okay, so...
I think I would block... Well, how would you block?
I would... I feel like Ancestral Empowerment and Arsenal might be the best card. Yes. Because it helps us catch up.
Sure.
Yeah. So we just take the Erase Face Arsenal.
Yeah. Yes.
What are you talking about? We can activate it and then pass the turn.
Right.
We lose it on our own accord.
Hopefully they just draw a hand of bad cards.
Okay, we got 3 head jabs, 4 head jabs. We have 4 head jabs. Okay. And this hand blocks for 8. So let's hope there's no disruption this turn. Okay, so the core of this type of hand is basically to flick on one of their blocks and then Ancestral Empowerment, the MOM trigger, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what this is. Oh, they...
Okay, they're pitch and flick black.
Oh boy. They're pitch and flick black. No box. Let's go.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Oh, pitch and seek vengeance. Okay, so this basically tells us they have another D-React that they want to put into Arsenal. Right? You wouldn't pitch like this. Okay, no blocks. Okay, so do you agree with me that this is a D-React they're moving into Arsenal?
Probably.
Why did they pitch like this if they're using all their resources? Like, this is a 0 cost. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, this is the type of hand that we love to see, so we just have to block this.
Dude, you can never block with this hand.
Yep. Unlike Warrior, sometimes there's only one way to use this hand, right? Okay.
You're getting your butt kicked.
Okay, so we lead with the Fire Tenant, right? And then brand, display, brand. All right.
Well, if he has a D-React in Arsenal, I think you should go brand
Fire Tenant
into a 4. Hey, defense reactions from Arsenal, you empowerment, trigger mask.
Okay, so we want our third link to come in for 4. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
okay.
want to make it look like the D-React is good.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right, so this is the first turn where we are moderately likely to get an MOM trigger unless he has the third shelter. Okay, so first link not being blocked, sure.
The first link on a 5-card hand should never be blocked.
Yep.
Because they're, Flick knife that. And they got 4 more cards.
Okay, they didn't block the second link either.
They don't like blocking.
Okay.
Try to display loyalty.
Yep. This comes in for 4. They're out of armor. So if they had a D-React, this is a pretty easy no block and then go to reactions type of deal. How far are we behind right now?
I don't see how you win this game.
Oh, damn.
But we're playing it.
We're playing it. All right.
Yeah, make them do something.
All right, Flick Flack from Arsenal.
Yep.
All right, so there is the there's the whole make the third chain link a 4 concept coming into play. Do you have the shelter or the second D-React? Let's find out. They do not. We drew it Ignite. Okay. We can go to damage. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's...
Go ahead and flick. Go ahead and flick.
Yep.
Keep your damage.
Yep, keep the chain alive. We don't need to add a counter. All right, so now we can go with an Ignite, I presume would probably be best, right?
No, you play the brand. And then you buy back your dagger and pass an Arsenal Ignite.
We have 3 links that have hit. The Ignite is very annoying because it only comes in for 1, effectively, right?
Well, the brand also comes in for like 2 effectively.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're also wasting the Ignite. Like, what are you going to do? Swing the dagger afterwards under shelter?
Right. That makes sense. Okay, so they had the shelter on that turn, which was very important. Okay. So this is still on hit mask. Depending on if we can draw, we'll decide what to do. Okay.
Sure.
So now we
just
buy back the dagger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we put this into Arsenal.
Yep.
Okay. So obviously we don't block
this
the first one.
nice.
Yeah, this hand is nice. Let's see if there's disruption. Well, there's an erase face for 7. Okay, so we have 1 armor here. This blocks for 3. And this blocks for 3. So we can block for 7 here if we want. Our turn would be Ignite, Kunai, Blaze Headlong. Sorry. Well, yeah. We're going to end our turn with an action point, but I guess it's fine. All right, so...
What if we 7? Just, like, didn't block? I mean, we'll probably just lose no matter what happens.
If we don't block, what happens? We can't swing our kunai for free.
We go...
and we can play
Ignite into Blaze Headlong. Ignite into Blaze Headlong.
Yep.
And to like cut through, you have a throw dagger, draw a card.
Lava bears.
I think you have to play out this hand. I think this hand's like the only way you like get back into the game.
Okay,
I think you just have to take it.
Okay.
I think you are attempting to play like 3-card hands against Ira. It's like a losing battle.
Right. When did we get a field team?
You played a display loyalty.
I played a display loyalty. Okay. Okay, so Ignite to start off. Obviously, we're not going to get the discount, though.
Yep. Well, if you had a 1 cost in your hand, you could like break a fealty and you'd get it, but...
Oh, right. This doesn't stop a card becoming.
Yes.
Right.
It doesn't matter for this particular thing.
But we can't make the kunai.
No.
Yeah, because it's not a card we play. It is an equipment, or it is a weapon activation. Okay, so they take 2. Okay. Now we can... Does it matter? I guess we have to go with
Blaze Headlong.
Blaze Headlong, and then flick,
you have to,
and then cut through, right?
You don't have to flick. You could play the cut through and then flick, with the cut through like on the chain.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Flick Flack is pretty brutal.
Always have it.
Yeah, this Ira basically always having the right answers.
I would think I would throw dagger here. I think they've seen too many shelters. Well, if you thought they had shelter, you would flick knight. Yeah. If they had shelter, you could flick first, but they don't have any left. Yeah, so you play the sword dagger. Doesn't matter which one you pick.
Okay, we drew a Demonstrate Devotion, which means now we need a Blood Spider, right?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have go. What? Let me read this. It's not draconic. It's going in your arsenal, right?
Right. Yep, you're right. We can't even Dragon Scaler to save it here. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 hits right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this will have go again. Okay. Do we flick to maintain our... I guess we shouldn't, because we already have an arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, you could flick here, but you can't buy your dagger back.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was thinking as well. Okay, we drew our specialization.
Yeah, but you're dead, so.
But we're dead. Third of Wraith's Face, please now. Oh, even worse. Oh no. All right, so they're gonna get a Flick Flack.
I mean, we could play this game for another 8 minutes while you're dead, or you could just pack it up.
Yeah. Well, I want to learn some lines, so I would prefer to just play this out. Do you think we actually made any mistakes this game? Or is it just
no?
They played well.
You didn't go second.
Right. So that's an.
You didn't go second.
Right? Okay, so
that's on the die roll.
Yeah. Is there any way to utilize this hand? We have 2 Demonstrate Devotions.
It would be like you could give like Wrath of Retribution and Dragonflight Scalers and go to 1, and then go Rising Resentment, Flick, Demonstrate Devotion, Empowerment, and like maybe you draw something good, but You don't ever win this game.
Yeah, I mean, we're very far behind, obviously. I just want to play some more lines, that's all. So.
You need to flick.
Why? This is not on damage. Oops, my bad. Sorry. Oh, this is only dagger damage. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I got it. So we have to empowerment to draw a resource card for this.
Yes. Or you just play that.
Or we just play this, yeah.
Because he's got a defense reaction in his hand from the sounding alarm. So if you play 4, he'll block 4. If you play 3, he'll
Opponent has to think. Okay.
This game would have been a lot closer if we had links, but then we wouldn't have pressured as hard on our mass triggers.
Mm-hmm.
But they have the D-react like every turn, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah, having the shelter on the first time we wanted to go for it is pretty good. Obviously, Censor and Erase Face, very relevant cards against us as well.
They are thinking.
Yep. They did sync.
I'll probably play the Arsenal then.
Coming for a break point. Yeah.
They're just going to give you a card in Tunic, though.
Oh, they just have another one.
They just had another one.
Make sure to buy back your daggers.
This is 8 D-reacts in 7 turns. That's crazy. All right, now we are Kodachi locked and we lose.
Oh, yeah. Super dead.
Super duper dead. Okay. GG. we won't do that. Let's just die. Good game.
Just die.
Yeah. GG. 14 value per turn. But they had 16. Oh man. That's crazy.
Unfortunate.
Huh. Yeah. This Ira deck pretty cool. I would say this is like the standard Ira deck, right? This is like you're playing
I guess
disruptive
you could say
stuff,
say it's standard.
Yeah. Okay. Good game. Block with your armor. Nah. We were dead like 3 turns ago. Or 4 turns ago. That was only an 8-turn game, and we actually like fought to the end there. Okay, interesting. Okay. Did we do anything wrong? I don't feel like we did anything massively
We didn't
wrong.
really do anything wrong. You just like didn't go second.
Okay.
That was all it was.
That doesn't sound like a very stable deck to play then. If you're like completely boned going first.
Oh, you figured it out. That's crazy.
It's one of 3 different variants on the Ira list. Okay.
There's many ways to build Ira.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, good game. Are we going to run that back, or are we going to play something different?
You're gonna play into something different.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Slippy into you.
Oh no. Oh no. That doesn't sound very fun.
I'll say, oh no, you got like 8 cards in your sideboard, bro. Come on.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, I made a game for you.
Oh, I see. You sent me the link. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so against Slippy, am I playing Mopple or not?
They don't have a lot of armor. You can play Mask of Momentum.
Okay. All right, so we bring in Loyalty Beyond the Grave, Wax On, and Snag. But now we have 68 cards, Damien. What do I do now?
What do you mean? So if you bring it in Snag, you can cut other blues.
Ah, okay.
If you wanted to.
Okay. Like Dragon Power and
Concealed Blade.
Is Concealed Blade like weaker than?
I mean, Throw Dagger just straight up replaces itself and continues to push Master.
Yeah. Okay, so I removed 3 blues for the Snag, and now I have 65 cards. Should I just run 65 cards?
Go to the deck. Let's see.
He is gonna bully you. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get bullied by Damien's Arachne here.
I mean, let's see. I mean, you could try to play Spreading Flames if you like. I think that's fair. You could play 65, but your blue ratio will be less impressive, and Spreading Flames will be harder to play.
Let's just try it this way.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You just want to try it that way?
I want to just try. Let's
That's
F around and find out, right? Time to F around and find out. Assassin versus Ninja is just awful. Yeah. I heard it's bad. Let's find out how bad it is.
I believe in you.
I don't.
Let's see.
Second game ever of Cindra getting thrown into the blender here. And unlike the other times I've played Damien, I don't have a third person to help me. Oh God!
Well, you can ask for my opinion. I'm right here.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you look like you're doing pretty fine on your own before.
Okay, I think I know how to do this. Just
You got it?
Okay, yeah. I think I know how to do this. Okay, we'll go like this. Poke. Okay. You could hop in to help me. Why not? Let's get Howl here to help us.
You want to pull Hal in here?
Yeah, let's get what's
Tell
this? Sound the alarm. Call for backup.
Call for backup. Go ahead and join general. We'll drag you.
Yeah, go to general. We'll drag you in. Okay, so I think I have an idea of what to do with this hand. We'll see if he agrees with us.
Okay. Howl's here.
Hello, Howl.
Hello.
All right. What are your Cindra credentials?
Well, last ProQuest season, I had to pick up Cindra in about a week and a half to try and play after Aurora LL'd.
Okay.
And then I top aided a ProQuest. I top aided a ProQuest with it.
Okay, so you have at least 50 times more games with Cindra than I do. I have one.
Yeah. But you also know that it's not even just Cindra. It's I have like 1,000 times more Draconic Ninja games than you, because you know my credentials with Phi.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of getting at. I was like, all right. I wanted you to just say, I play Phi. I'm like, okay, you're hired. All right. Okay. So, welcome to the stream. Okay. So you could look at what I'm streaming on Discord, right? You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm thinking is I poke with this, send the daggers flying, buy them back, arsenal the middle card. Poke. Dagger pokes. And then arsenal this.
This is turn 0, right? You lost the die roll?
Yeah, it's turn 0.
Okay.
Just trying to get some debt. Or there might be a line with the flip knives. I don't know.
I think it's more of a line with the flick knives. Part of the issue with trying to arsenal against assassin is they have so much arsenal disruption.
Right.
And so playing an arsenal kind of just opens yourself up to that. Like if Damien blocks with a leave no witnesses this turn, for example, he could immediately like on his next turn codex you and immediately threaten the arsenal that you just played. And that's something that you have to think about on turn 0 against assassin. So sometimes it's relevant to just not play turn 0 and to just arsenal pass and not give them the ability to have fodder for codex. So it might be just better, instead of doing anything else, to just arsenal pass and then force him to have it.
Okay. My thinking is that because we have to go first, we're at a disadvantage. So this gets 2 damage in.
Yes.
And it doesn't cost us any.
So there is that. Yeah. There is that, but then you also have to think about on the next turn, where this has high potential at extending mask plays on a potential 5-card hand if he doesn't threaten any cards in your hand.
So you're saying that the third card is better than the middle card in Arsenal?
Yes. Because the other big thing is that if you do get hit with Arsenal Disruption, you're fine with losing this card. Whereas you're not really fine with losing the middle card. That card you kind of want to block to protect. Whereas the card on the right, like, it can end up in some awkward situations. Say, like, you don't draw the requisite number of chain links. And so if you do end up getting hit with Arsenal Disruption, that's a scenario that you can put yourself in to where the Arsenal disruption becomes irrelevant, and you can kind of just take it and then just send back a 4-card hand, and you're not losing a relevant card from Arsenal as a result.
Okay. Damien, what do you think? Do you think I should go Ronin Renegade into Rising Resentment, into Blood Runs Deep, throw the daggers at you, and Arsenal Rabble? Or do you think I should just cut my turn here and just say, sure?
Well, you should at least leak some damage. You have a Flick Knives and a Blood Runs Deep.
Mm-hmm.
So it should at least be something Blood Runs Deep.
Okay.
And an Arsenal card of your choice.
Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit of damage in. I kind of just want to see how this card like operates because I've never played with it. This is
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
This
get a
is a
little
very
bit
powerful card for.
Doesn't this
This
also...
card has a lot more potential
Mhm.
into This has a lot more potential with your Wrath turns,
right?
because this lets you flick the daggers without having to use Flick Knife. The other reason to potentially why I get this into Arsenal is because it can set you up for a big Wrath turn.
Right. Damien did talk about the Blood Runs Deep, Wrath of Retribution combo, and
being able to go like 3 chain links plus Wrath into dagger into Blood Runs Deep is like one of the more stronger plays that you get to do as Cindra. Against more blockout types of matchups. And a perfect example of that is like if you play into Florian, trying to set up that kind of combo is very, very strong. And this is another reason here. A hand like this is another reason why I want to get like the Blood Runs Deep into your arsenal. The Oath of Loyalty turns.
That's very awkward because we don't have a fealty token, so that's kind of awkward.
Yeah. So for this turn, you're kind of just priced into blocking with
one of the Lava Bursts.
At least one of these other 2 cards in your hand. One of those. And this turn just ends up being very awkward as a result of it.
Yep.
You're kind of just you're getting absolutely juiced here.
Oh no!
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's
If only it was as juiced as I wanted it to be.
That's okay. So I'm kind of looking at our turn. Maybe we could go Oath, display loyalty. We could flick somewhere, get a resource to dagger, and then Lava Burst. But then we end with...
So you can do that. However, there's a problem with doing that. By doing that, you open yourself up to Graveyard Disruption, which Slippy does just sometimes randomly play. If you look into his graveyard, for example, click open his graveyard, he blocked with this card on turn 0, which is Bonds of Attrition. This card is one of the things that you can get hit with a Justinic, for example, and then it will strip your dagger from you, because you're going to be left with a dagger in graveyard by doing that. So this is a turn where you kind of just have to like use the fealty immediately, because you can use the fealty to play the card in Arsenal during the Oath of Loyalty turn.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah. Okay, I see.
This potentially, this will make it so that you don't have to leave a dagger in your graveyard.
We could get this as the 4th chain link. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Whenever you play against Assassin, you need to make note of the fact that like they do just have a bunch of cards that randomly banish from your graveyard. Bonds of Attrition being like the most played one, because it's a blue 0 for 1 that can get
permanently losing my weapon is like Warrior Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah, it's kind of backbreaking. You figured out how backbreaking it is to lose your weapon as Ninja a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we ran into that
when you played Ira.
that was not good. Okay, so we get a fealty token, which is gonna unlock this. That's great. Okay. Using fealty tokens as Cindra is good.
It's a lot different than using it as Fang. You don't have as much fealty generation as Cindra as you do with Fang.
Oh no!
We hit cards that you're using it for.
Oh no! We hit the snag. Oof.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, but we have a snag next turn.
But you have a snag.
Yep.
You have a snag. The issue is he now knows about it, which makes it a lot worse.
Yeah. This is also a mask trigger, so if he blocks, should we flick and then maintain the threat?
Yes, you're gonna flick here.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna flick here.
The difference
Because the
between
biggest
having
reason is
1 and
because
2 diggers
you
is
can
not a
get
huge
back.
difference. Okay. Oh yeah, we can also get it back. Yeah.
It's not a huge difference. It mostly just opens you up to your Wrath of Retribution turns are like slightly worse as a result of it. Because if you only have 1 dagger on the Wrath turn, then you don't get to attack with 3 daggers.
Right.
But you do just get to get the dagger back here and make it a
Okay.
because you have 4 Draconic Chain Links, so
Yep.
you should be able to get your dagger back.
So this is actually really annoying for him because this is like on hit, draw snag, put it in arsenal. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, and now look, he's blocking with Just Nick
okay,
Persuasive, which
yeah.
is one of the marquee things that you play snag to combat.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Yeah, Persuasive and Bonds with Just Nick. Really good. Okay, so we're going to draw the snag. And we drew some... Oh, God. Oh, God. What is this? I didn't sign up for this hand. Oh, God.
So this is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
Don't declare any blocks here.
Yeah. Oh, God. This is...
I know how to navigate this hand. I'm going to let you try to figure it out first. This is something that you... This is something that you see once in a blue moon as Cindra, and you have to know how to get through it.
Okay, so I think my gut says use a blue dagger this to dagger again and to this.
No.
The only are you thinking about trying to get Breaking Point live? No, right?
No.
Okay. No. Okay. So okay.
You're not trying to get it live. You're mostly just trying to send it with relevant numbers. And so because of the because you have Blood Splattered Vest, what you get to do here is you get to go dagger. Flick one of the 2 daggers so that you can trigger your Blood Splattered Vest, and then get back your daggers, essentially. You'll get back at least 1 dagger in this scenario. So that way you get to go dagger, 1 for 5, get back dagger. Actually, sorry, you don't even need to trigger Blood Splattered Vest for that because you'll have all the requisite resources. And then you'll just be able to put the second snag into arsenal. Damien, no.
I should be playing Wax on here, right? I don't want him to get a card from me, right? Like it seems
you should play Wax on here.
Yeah.
You should play Wax on here because as you know, right now he doesn't have any copies of Leave No Witnesses in his graveyard, so you don't really have to play around a Codex Leave No Witness turn. And since he knows about the snag, he's not really going to attack react on top of this. But this deck does just play CNC. And so if he does just go like pitch a blue CNC you hear, you do kind of just get screwed. So now this is the scenario where you're going to block with boots.
Yeah.
And you're going to force him to have it.
Yeah. Oh no, this is like the...
I mean, there was no playing around this.
Yeah, we can't even play around that. That's unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that...
You were playing around Razor's Edge or a second Just Nick here.
Yeah. So we're going to lose our red. Almost certainly we're going to lose our red.
Okay. Almost certainly. But you do have a dense enough blue suite that he could just hit a blue here.
Yeah.
He could hit like blue Dragon Power and then strip one of the snags.
Yeah.
But it is more likely that he hits the red.
Okay, so he hit Art of the Dragon? Yeah, Art of the Dragon. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
so now we have this as our turn.
Yeah. So that is a little unfortunate. You are just going to present 3 damage, though, which is fine. Yeah. You are ahead right now in terms of life total, which is good for you.
So this is...
you just get to go dagger, flick dagger. Get back dagger.
Dagger, flick dagger. We get back 1 dagger.
You get back 1 dagger, but that's fine. If he and then the biggest thing is that you're getting an arsenal that you can play at instant speed, so you do just get to give yourself some codex protection that's just like uninteractable. Part of the issue of putting cards in your arsenal against assassin as ninja is that a lot of the times you're arsenaling things like attack actions and such or attack reactions, and you can't really clear them out of your arsenal if your opponent plays disruption. If your opponent just goes if your opponent just tries to CNC you can just play the snag.
Oh, sorry. I need to flick.
Yeah, you do have to flick here, yeah. So of note here, he blocked with a black text
Yep.
on a turn that you're not threatening Mask of Momentum, and he knows this because he saw your hand with Persuasive, which means on his next turn, he's probably going to try and trigger black text to give go again.
Okay.
Which means he might have a hand of like 3 attack actions and then like, excuse me, and 1 attack reaction.
He
And
knows
so
we have a snag in Arsenal as well, so that could change some things. Yeah. Okay, this hand.
So it might change how you want to play it.
Yeah.
But with this hand, I'm not sure if it does.
Yeah, this hand looks fairly straightforward. Brand, Blaze, throw a dagger to play this. Kind of go from there. Okay, so we used our
putting
1
minimum
block here.
Yes, but the card on the left is very awkward to play from time to time. Left.
Oh, this one.
That's your right.
Yeah.
This card can be very awkward to play sometimes.
Yeah.
Since you have the resources with Blood Splattered, it's fine. But it's not really necessary. So you can just give up this card if you want to. And then just like you'll have your turn of just Brand, Blaze, throw dagger, draw into whatever you draw off that, and then this will play around him having a bunch of attack reactions on top of the bonds.
Right.
Oh wait, this is missequenced. Hold on. No, it's correctly sequenced. Never mind. This is correct.
This might just be like a bait. He's just throwing it and may not have. The issue is that if he does have 3, like we can't respond to it with snag.
So Josh, I'm gonna point something out to you, Josh. I'm gonna point something out to you. Look at his armor, and I want you to count how many attack reactions he has in armor.
He's running Redback Shroud. Oh, right. Oh,
yes.
Oh,
so you physically have to put a card in front of this.
Right.
He can just activate all 3. You'll snag it, and then you'll still lose a card from hand.
Right. Very sad. Very sad. Very sad. Okay, we're gonna have to block, I guess. Let's hope he doesn't have another Tarantula Toxin, because that would be like the worst case scenario. Okay. So let's just block with this card. You said this card could be kind of awkward. Like we basically would have to like flick to play it. So
yeah, you'd have to trigger Blood Splatter Dust to get resources.
Damien.
And if you draw a 1-cost attack, off of the throw dagger, you'd rather use the trigger for that.
Right.
Okay, so now you have to snag here. You are forced to snag.
Yep, for very little value, just 3 value there.
Yeah. Well, it's not just 3 value. It's a lot more than 3 value because you're preventing him from stripping a card from your hand.
Okay, this one almost always guaranteed to hit against us, but I don't think we win by blocking, so I think we just have to let this go.
Well, one of the things you have to realize here is that he does have black text active, and if I remember correctly, black text is for the entire turn. Can you go into the graveyard real quick?
You have to target an attack.
Ah, okay. When that attack hits, it gets go again. Okay, so
it is.
So maybe this is an attack react,
by the
and then he'll draw a random card and arsenal that card. So he probably has an attack react here.
Well,
feels like
So if he has an attack react here, it still wouldn't get buffed, but because snag is active for the entire turn.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah. That
the biggest thing is that
this is new, but you're right.
Yeah, the biggest thing is this is incredibly hard for you to block due to it being a 6, and you just don't have another 3 block in your hand.
All right, we'll just take it.
It's kind of are just like priced into taking this.
All right, goodbye, Ancestral Empowerment. We miss you.
Okay, that was actually really good for him to hit off the top because that card was going to be very awkward for us to play on our next turn.
Right. Okay, so now we start. Yeah,
we play our turn as usual. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would not throw dagger here. So since he's not blocked this, right? He's going to try and block out the blaze. And so when he tries to block out the blaze, then you throw dagger.
Oh, and then we can draw.
And then you'll draw a card, keep the chain link live.
I was thinking, like, how do we get a Mask of Momentum trigger with just these cards? And I was like, oh yeah, this replaces it.
Well,
okay, it makes sense.
You only have 3 cards in your hand.
Yeah.
I will attempt to block the 3rd chain link instead of the 2nd, 9 times out of 10.
Okay.
So yeah, we have to throw a dagger here because we just need to draw the card.
Yeah.
The other alternative was to Arsenal.
We get blown out. So sad.
I was just about to say the other alternative was to Arsenal. So you can respond to this because this is an attack reacts with flick knives.
Yeah.
So that way you can still trigger the blood splattered vest and get back your daggers because you have 2 draconic chain links. So you only need to pay 1 resource for Cindra's hero power.
Yep.
And then this will counter the nightmare scenario of you don't get any additional resources or anything to stop this.
It is shelter card.
Shelter card's pretty good.
It is $80, isn't it? It is like $80, isn't it? Oh man.
Yeah, there's a reason this card's $80, and I learned that the hard way playing Cindra.
Okay, so we drew a blue plus spreading flames. Okay, so this could be a good turn, right? This could be a really good turn. But we can't make this draconic. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is if you had the ability to make this draconic, it would be better. Spreading flames is a lot better on 5-card hands in Cindra.
Okay.
Simply due to the fact that you just want to go as many chain links wide as possible.
This could go spreading flames, dagger, Ronin, art. Buy back the daggers.
Yes.
Buy back a dagger.
There is an alternative here. It's not as good because it relies on the top of the deck, and also it relies on Damien not drawing another shelter. And so it's a lot riskier.
Right.
And I wouldn't normally suggest it.
Okay.
But it is something that you can consider. I personally wouldn't do it, and that is starting with the Ronin, playing the Throw Dagger, drawing a card, triggering Chess Piece, then playing the Spreading Flames. And then if you draw another blue, then you basically convert it to Throw Dagger. Yeah, it's almost zero at this point because you have seen 4 of the blues, and I don't know how many you presented. It's like 9, right?
Yeah. It's 6.
It's 6. We presented 6 in 65. The issue is that
so you didn't bring in the blue dragon power.
Yeah, we don't have blue dragon power or anything like that, or the concealed blade. I feel like we can't get out of this turn with our full hand though. Likely. It
depends upon if he has disruption or not. So you're not really going to declare any blocks on this. This isn't actually disruption. This is just damage.
Yeah. Well, this is the worst is that he draws a Ronin Renegade. It's okay. I guess that's the worst.
Yeah.
No, the worst is I get a Blaze Headlong. What do you mean?
Yeah, the worst is going to be Blaze Headlong. But there's other cards that he can hit that are completely useless.
Trust.
Well, okay. In actuality, in all actuality, the worst is probably Throw Dagger. Because then he could play the Throw Dagger at reaction speed. Oh no, this is the actual worst. Because what he's going to do is he's going to bonds you here.
This card needs to be removed from the game. Surprise Bonds of Agony is not fun. Surprise!
Yeah,
Bonds of Agony.
There was no playing around this.
Yeah.
Even if you had blocked 3, you still would have got.
Yeah, we'd have to block.
So he's probably going to strip your. Yeah, he's probably going to strip your Spreading Flames here.
You can also just take the Throw Dagger.
Yeah, take the blue.
I know that you have very little blues in your deck. You could go. Wait, Throw Dagger's kind of annoying, but I can just block the last chain link.
Will says those darn slippies. Yeah, so many slippies. So many slippies.
Actually, I'll take the blue because I get rid of every blue in your deck.
Yeah, we literally have 1 snag left in our deck then.
Yeah, you have 1 snag left.
Ow! This is not a fair line of play. What the heck? Oh my god.
It's not.
Surprise Bonds of Agony. All right, so I guess we could do your backup plan of Ronin, Flick into Spreading Flames. Is that what we're doing with this hand, or are we just Ronin into Art of the Dragon, Arsenal Spreading Flames?
It really hurts here. You can try to threaten Mask, but it's rough because you kind of been put into the blender now of just he's going to do this to you every single turn for the rest of the game.
Might need to refresh.
And the primary issue is because you have Spreading Flames as your extender, it becomes really easy for him to block because you can't use Flick Knife to keep the chain link live on Mask of Momentum. And so, like, the potential play line that you have to try and think of is you have to try and get yourself set up into a position to where he just, like, next turn he, like, doesn't present damage with Disruption. And so...
Okay, yep.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, the line that you potentially... Like, this is the kind of the thing where it's, like, you have to think with Cindra for this kind of play line, where, like, the proper play line is probably to just go Ronin into Art and then Arsenal the Spreading Flames. And then just try to utilize your next hand as a catch-up mechanic by just utilizing Spreading Flames as a potential chain buff. Because, like, right now, sending it for 3 just doesn't really do anything. Like, he blocks that there, you flick, he plays Spreading Flames, or you play Spreading Flames, and then the Art of the Dragon is just a 0 for 4. It's not really getting any buff or anything. Yeah, see, so now he's already given you 2 cards here. So now you can just Arsenal this Spreading Flame.
So that's a little bit scary. Oh, we drew a blue.
That is a little bit scary.
Look at us. But oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, so this hand is kind of awkward.
This is mega awkward hand. Oh. But this is literally the last blue in our deck. So it's like,
yeah,
if we don't go now, we can't go anymore.
Well, the bigger issue, Josh, is that you kind of haven't gotten Codex yet. And so if he has a Codex in this hand, you do kind of just get got.
Oh boy. He didn't sink, so yeah.
This is also a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Assassin is just better warrior.
I knew that a long time ago. Assassin is better warrior.
So
I mean, are we
didn't
just supposed
sink
to block?
here? This has go again. This is weird because, like, if he hasn't seen a Codex yet is the big thing. So if he has Codex here, he doesn't really have a Leave No Witnesses. He also hasn't seen Leave No Witnesses this game yet.
Yeah. This kind of has a very low chance for that. Huh.
Yeah, so it's like the odds of him having either Codex or Leave No Witnesses in his hand is very, very high. And so there's argument that you do just let this hit. Because if he has Tarantula Toxin, you can just, like, force it to be a 0 for 3 instead of a 0 for 6. Yeah, see? There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
And now you can just block this with the second card from the right.
Yeah. Okay, but our turn is gonna be very bad because of this frailty token.
It is going to be sufficiently neutered. That is true.
But we got to do it either way. There's no other way.
You have to do it.
Yeah,
it's
not like we have a
you
choice.
can't. You've been forced into a scenario where you kind of just have to go for it. You can't really do anything else. You are supposed to Ancestral Empower.
We need to do this now because we can't use this on the...
You need to do this now, yeah, because you can't do it on the daggers and you can't do it on the last card. That was the one that you pitched earlier in the game. Remember when you did you pitched one to go dagger?
Oh, yeah, he bonds us. Okay, so okay. Ooh.
Yeah, he bonds you and so you got shuffled.
Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. All right.
It's fine, but it's definitely not what you wanted to see.
We can't even give go.
We are going to be using this turn.
Oh God. Okay.
It won't be able to give Snatch go again. It can only give a Draconic card go again, I believe.
Yeah. Draconic attack. Any attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so that deals 1. Okay. And then we just send this.
Yeah.
No way to give it go again. Not draconic.
So are we going to
Okay.
arsenal this, or are we going to buy back our daggers?
Oh, we forgot to flick. You had to flick at some point. So you need to flick
Yeah,
here.
Well, I can flick now, right? It's fine.
Yeah, so you need to flick here and then get back your dagger.
Don't give the choice. Now he's going to do it. All right, so we're drawing 2 cards, but we don't have an action point.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate. Like, the way that your hand lined up was just very awkward.
So we could close the combat chain and then buy it back, or we could
Well, you
put this in
can't,
arsenal.
right? Oh, wait, you can, because you just close combat chain.
Yeah.
Do
you think this in arsenal's better, or?
I think the card on the left is better in the arsenal right now, honestly.
Okay. All right, then we'll just get back.
Like, I think you just get 1 dagger back here, and then just arsenal the card on the left.
Okay. Fealty token's pretty good. All right, this is not a great hand. No,
this is a decently good blocking hand.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this hand does block pretty well. Okay, so I mean, I don't see any world where we're going to get a Wrath of Retribution off.
We're never getting this Wrath of Retribution off.
Sad.
Yeah, like that was like 2 turns ago.
I finally drew my first Leave No Witnesses.
And he's about to arsenal, which means he probably has another one in his hand.
Yeah. Are we supposed to? I guess we're supposed to this, right? We're stuck with this.
I mean,
it is what it is.
Yeah. Your hands have actually lined up to be somewhat awkward this game.
Yeah. Fi would never have these clunky hands.
I mean, he wouldn't. He plays significantly more blues, and the Ember Blade gets you out of a lot of situations.
Yeah. I mean, we're just supposed to pass, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate, but you have
to. About your hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had Hunt the Hunter in our hand. All right. Okay, so I feel like
probably give the card on the left to block here.
Yeah, this seems. I mean, we're gonna have to give multiple cards probably, but yeah. This card.
Man, he drew the second Tarantula Toxin. Finally.
Oh. Lethal.
Lethal indeed.
You can just block this for 3. You have a safety net.
Yep.
Second Tarantula Toxin.
I mean, yeah, that's the punish, but you can't play around it.
Yeah, we're done playing around with that. So here we have to flick to get the blood spattered, right?
Yeah, you do. And then he's gonna have the second of he's gonna have the second
Shelter.
What's it called? Shelter.
Nah, he didn't. You're lucky. All right, this matchup seems hard.
This matchup is very hard. This is very much not favored for you. Slippy is like just as aggressive as Cindra is, but then also he has like disruption, like actual real disruption.
Oh no! Hey!
So block this for 3. Yeah, you are just dead here, by the way.
I'm just dead.
But like, play like you're not. Play like you're not. So block this for 3.
He can have Sigil of Solid.
Yeah.
He can have his own shelters.
That's right.
We wish.
Like Shelter is a card that has seen sideboard play in this matchup. Just declare no blocks here.
Yeah. Flick.
Here, I'll discard 1 for you.
Thanks. Shelter target you.
If only.
If only. Okay, I mean that's. And again, I don't feel like we made any massive mistakes, but it's just game is. Guys, this is why we put Cindra in C tier in all of our tier lists.
This is why Cindra sucks.
This is why Cindra sucks, guys.
Like, if he didn't kill you, your hand just didn't have a starter in it.
Yeah, that too, yeah. Oh,
like, and
yeah.
there's a chance that the loyalties do not draw you a starter either.
Oh,
and you have no daggers,
yeah,
so you don't have the ability to pitch the dagger for
it
starters.
would have
So
drawn
what's the top card of the
this
deck?
one.
It would have not drawn you a starter.
that's
Well, actually,
not a
no,
starter.
you have a fealty, so it would have been a starter.
Yep. It's a pseudo starter.
But if it was the cut through, for example, right next to it, you would not have had a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brian Gottlieb
there's a significant portion of cards left in deck.
Jagged Edge needed to cost 1 for the opportunity cost, but Mantle and T-Toxin cost 0. Yeah, I mean...
yeah, exactly.
The whole reason Jagged Edge costs 1 is because we can't have it power creep Iron Storm response, okay? Even though it's a Majestic.
I'm glad that's like the ceiling for our decisions.
Assassin stole Warrior's identity. Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Josh. Cindra throws Mask on defense around 10 HP. Yeah. We actually have died with Mask of Momentum in our equipment zone several times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Game is hard. Okay.
The primary issue is that you were put into situations where like blocking with Mask wasn't really going to do anything.
Right.
Because like the reason why you would typically block with the Mask when you get to around that life total is to keep a hand that threatens your opponent's life total, so that way you can start stripping cards. Right. But we had back-to-back hands that just had didn't do anything offensively.
Right. How many starters does this deck have? Brand with Cinderclaw.
It should have the standard 9 of 3 Brand, 3 Ronin, 3 Rising. Then it has the 3 Ignite, which should be 12.
Wait, what did you say? 3 Brand, 3 Ronin, 3 Rising.
Yeah, it should have the standard 9, which is the original 3, which is the original 3 from Uprising, which is Brand, Ronin, Rising.
Brand, Ronin, Rising. Yeah.
And then it should have the 3 Ignite from Hunted.
So it's 12. And then Spreading Flames is kind of.
It's 12.
13, 14.
Oath of Loyalty counts as a starter because you literally have to play it at the start of turn.
That's true. Yeah, 15, 16. Okay, so you're pretty likely to have a starter in your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there are some hands where Ravenous Rabble is a starter, because you can go Rabble into Blaze, and then Blaze triggers the Draconic for the 0 for 3s.
Yep.
And so Rabble is like a pseudo starter in quotation marks, depending upon hand.
Right. Got it. Okay, Damien, you got another game lined up for us, right? All right, I'm going to join.
The last game, Josh.
The last
Your favorite of this matchup.
We're favored into this
matchup.
Favored matchup.
This is the favorite matchup.
Oh,
I know.
Okay, I gotta
this is the favorite matchup.
Dude, I gotta ask some questions. Do we run Claw and Sarakai against you?
It's the only reason it's in the deck, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's against Florian, yeah, but okay. And do we run Mopple or MON? You're a pretty defensive deck, so I'm leaning towards Mopple, but I don't know.
So it depends upon the strategy that you're trying to enact, right? So why do you play Mopple in a ninja deck, like legitimately?
For Phi, you get to go like 8 chain links wide or something. You can end with Salt or Tenacity. That's you can double Lava Burst.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's there for like Salt and Tenacity plays, right?
Yeah.
So against decks that you bring in Salt and Tenacity into, typically you'd want to probably bring Mask of Pouncing Links, right?
Yep.
So the question becomes: is this assault/tenacity matchup?
I have no idea. I mean, typically Verdance is pretty defensive, so it's like, yeah. What do you think, Damien? You're muted.
Verdance is trying to play 2-card hands most of the time. They're trying to play like a bird bear, a felling, a plow.
Verdance is trying to play
you know,
2-card hands. Okay.
Yeah. They're 5. They can use 4-card hands, but their 4-card hands are like, oh, you left me with extra cards. I'm going to discard a fruits. I'm going to play a heartbeat. It's nothing like offensive, really. So, I mean, they're trying to block with 2 cards and play a like felling, you know. So, I mean, if they're going to give you 2 cards anyway, and they have a lot of defense reactions, I think Mopple is the worst of the 2. I mean, Mopple is the better of the 2 because Mask of Momentum won't be hitting that often.
All right.
They also have Shelter and Mental Block and prevention effects. They have a lot
so
more prevention than a normal.
Yeah, so bringing Mopple into the matchup is much better than bringing Mom, due to the fact that they do play Mental Block plus Shelter, on top of the fact that like some Verdances, not all of them, but some of them do play the 0 for 5 preventer if they have an arsenal, which is another big issue.
Okay. And I presume we should play AB1 as well?
Or I think if you're ABing in this matchup, you're like dead. Like if you and plus you have 6 loose in your deck, Josh. You play Tide Flippers for like Kano. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay. Okay. All right. Spell Void save us. All right. I'm in.
Tide Flippers is there for like exclusively one matchup.
Oh, you can also bring it in an event set. So you can get like super juice spikes or things.
All right. I'm selecting Salt and Tenacity. Now I'm at 62. I presume. Seal of Imperial Command seems pretty good. Like this seems like a relevant card against.
They do. Yeah. They do play like upwards of 12 defense reactions sometimes.
This seems good.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we supposed to run 63, or is there any cards we should cut? I think we could cut the Concealed Blades and the Dragon Power if we wanted, because we're bringing yellows instead of blues.
Or this is one of those matchups where you can. This is one of those matchups where you can make an argument for going over 60. Verdance plays very efficient 2-card hands, and one of the issues of playing against a deck that can play 2-card hands is they can just fatigue you. Verdance having the ability to Everbloom Life Loop you means that she does have the outside possibility of fatigue. And so going slightly over 60 can be correct in this matchup.
Okay. All right. I guess we're just going to go like this and see where we get it. Okay, you guys said that this was a favored matchup. Can you talk to me about why that is?
So part of the issue of playing Earth Heroes is Earth Heroes tend to struggle into hyper-aggressive decks that don't give them the ability to set up. Okay. So as a result, you like Verdance does not want to play against aggro decks. She wants to play against mid-range and control decks so that she can set up her big combo kill. When you don't give her the ability to take the time to set up the big combo kill, she kind of just dies before she can. So that as a result of that, you force her into playing a more Bull-Lander style strategy, but with significantly less disruption than Icelander used to play.
Okay.
As a result of that, you end up being favored into the matchup just due to your aggression in general.
I see. Okay. I'm leaning towards not doing anything, arsenaling the Ignite. Sound reasonable? Because we don't want to give them a chance to fill the graveyard up, right?
Yeah, so I'd agree with that.
Yep.
I could see you just going like just passing priority and then seeing, because like if some Verdances will just like take the advantage to just discard fruits like right now, and now you would proceed to attack because now you are more likely to like get through damage than if you hadn't.
Right.
So don't.
We're gonna resume our turn. How do we deal with Stonewall Gauntlet? This is so sometimes we're gonna have to break the chain to deny this, but then breaking the chain makes our daggers cost a lot. So like, how do we play around this card?
Yeah. So the way that you deal with Stonewall Gauntlet is you try to play all of the attack buff cards at the very end of the combat chain to punish them for playing Stonewall. So if you have like Fire Tenant Strike first, for example, but you have another Draconic starter, play the Fire Tenant Strike first, later on the combat chain.
Okay. Okay, so he discarded
Shelter, yeah.
Okay, so this is hitting for 1. So trying to plan out this turn a little bit. It's hard to get this card online because he discarded Shelter.
That is correct.
Yeah.
But
I guess
you are hitting for 1 here.
Yeah.
I would still play the card on the left.
Yep.
Because if he, so it still potentially eats some of the damage from the prevention. So like if he has like a 2-block if he has 2 blocks in hand, for example, he's probably just like either not going to block or he's going to give you a 2-block and then still take 1, and then you can just arsenal from there.
Yeah, bro. I discarded fruits because I drew a lot of defense reactions, and I was like, man, this hand doesn't do anything. I really hope he attacks me after I discard his fruits.
Okay, so should we attack him?
No, you shouldn't be attacking him. Or what you should do now is you should activate Cindra.
But we haven't flicked anything yet.
No, but it's turn 0 and you want to filter cards out of your hand. You don't want to get caught with like 2 of these kinds of effects next to each other going into another turn, because if you don't draw a starter, if you don't draw a starter and your starter is just pitch a red dagger, then like depending upon which one you keep, like you can kind of just get screwed, because you could just like block the dagger, for example, and your cut through does nothing.
Okay. Makes some sense to me.
Yeah, so like when it comes to turn 0, if you're left with cards in hand, you can just like force the opponent, or not force the opponent. You can just like pitch to Cindra's hero power if you don't have the requisite number of chain links to just filter cards.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, E-Strike into Ring of Roses. It's pretty good.
Pretty valuable, I'm not gonna lie.
I presume
we're gonna use Claw here.
We should, right? Because we can buy.
Yep. Every time he presents AB or Arcane, we want to be spell voiding.
Okay. Right. Planning out this turn a little bit. We can start with either one of these. I guess this one's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have several ways to make breakpoints. Like, how would you sequence this? Also, when are we going to flick? I presume we're not doing that yet. Oh, we don't. Well, we have.
I would not flick here.
Right, we have Mopple, not Mom, but yeah.
Yeah. By the way, turn off the Mopple.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's going to get really annoying if you don't turn it off. It triggers on every attack action for the entire game.
Okay. See, I never turn off my bolters because it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of those hands that's going to be a little awkward, and you have to sequence it properly. Otherwise, he's going to get really good Stonewall value. And so what I would do now is I would probably send the brand.
Did
because
we
now if you
mess
attack
up
with
because we can't give the Fire Tenant buff to something?
No, it's fine.
It's fine? Okay.
It's fine. Trust me.
All right. I don't know where this bus is going, but okay. Okay.
So now we're going to activate Flick here.
Yeah. So we can get this online. Hope he doesn't have a shelter. He does not. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of just have to like hope against Verdance that they don't have it. So we send the cut through.
We only have 2 Draconic Chain Links right now. Oh, this will be.
That is correct. No, that one's not Draconic.
Right. We're missing 1 damage because we didn't send this first, though, right?
No. Like there's a reason why I had you do it this way.
Okay.
So because you
Just
only have 2 Draconic Chain Links, right?
Yes.
And so we don't want to use the Blood Splattered Vest trigger to just like get back daggers in this matchup. We want to be using that much more aggressively. And so one of the cards in our hand is going to pitch the Cindra's Hero Power. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to attack with the Snatch.
Okay.
Because this is going to draw us another card, which means he's incentivized to block it out. And if he doesn't block it out, we have a free card to pitch into Cindra. And then if he does block it out, he's obviously not going to have a 2-card hand play into us. So we can just activate Cindra, get back both our daggers, and set up for next turn.
You have 3 Draconic Chain Links already.
Do we? No,
we should only have 2, shouldn't we?
We have Ronin.
No,
Yeah, we should have. Oh no, wait. The brand made the cut through Draconic.
Brand made cut through Draconic. Okay.
Yes, we actually don't have to pitch here.
Okay, cool. Okay. So
now we can just activate Cindra here.
Okay. Get our stuff back. Set up for next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we missed 1 point of damage because
I forgot about the brand.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
It's all good.
Otherwise, I would have sequenced this a little bit differently.
So it's all good.
We're gonna put the.
I was
gonna put the card in the left in the arsenal.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we want our starters in the arsenal in general, but okay.
So the reason why I want to put this card in the arsenal is, well, I mean, it didn't actually matter because like he only had 1 card.
Right.
Yeah. So before you play that, I would start with the Fire Tenant. Now.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
That makes this a break point. Right. Okay.
Yes. So now before you send that, don't send that yet. Don't send that yet.
Wait. Don't send that yet.
Go back. Don't send that yet. Fire Tenant Strike First is the next Draconic card you play this turn. So you can actually wait on the brand until later in the combat chain. So now you can present Rabble for 4, and now he doesn't get value off of the Stonewall Gauntlet by blocking with it on the second combat chain and forcing you to break combat chain. So now you get to do this.
This does say combat chain. This doesn't say turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it says combat chain, but you don't have to break the combat chain here if he blocks with Stonewall anymore. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay,
because now by doing this, yeah, there's a red one.
Yep.
So now by doing this, if he wants to block with Stonewall, he has to block with Stonewall on the 3rd combat chain instead of on the 2nd one, and then forcing us to break combat chain early, which would then like break our ability for stuff like Mask of Pouncing Links and such. Because Mask of Pouncing Links wants us to go for the entire combat chain on both Salt and I believe Tenacity as well.
Should we mark them with this so that we might be able to play this with Go Again?
Well, we can play this with Go Again off of Brand with Cinderclaw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, so you think we should go here into this?
No. We've eaten 2 cards out of his hand already. And so I kind of now want to force another card out of the hand. So now we're thinking about, because we don't have to play around Mom, and presenting our chain links in such a way that we're trying to force him to
deny Mom. We
don't have to force him to deny Mom anymore. We can kind of get a little creative with the way that we play the chain links. So now you can just play the hot on their heels. Try to force the mark. This will probably force the Stonewall.
Doesn't have Go Again.
Wait. Oh, this doesn't have Go Again. That's right. We haven't played a Draconic yet. So you can actually undo this, and then you do have to play the brand.
Yeah, because we've only played 1, right? Oh, Fire 10 is
Yeah.
not even.
We haven't played
Dude,
any.
this looks
No, we
like
haven't
a
played any.
Draconic Ninja card, to be fair. To be fair. Okay. We'll go with Brad. My bad. Somebody asked in chat, is Stonewall that scary? Feels like it's looming too large? I don't know.
Stonewall
I
says
never
for
have
the
to deal
entire
with this.
combat chain. A block a block on Stonewall Gauntlet can literally force the entire combat chain to close if it blocks at the proper moment, and it can get like 5 value on defense if you don't break the combat chain when it gets blocked with.
Okay.
So
I'm
it
just trying
can
to get
legitimately be very scary
Close,
to deal with the
close.
Stonewall Gauntlet.
Should we try to set up a little bit, or should we just empty our whole hand? Because
We can.
Because he might have Plow Under.
Yeah, he might have Plow Under, he might have Felling. So he didn't block with Stonewall here, which is an indicator that we can just kind of empty our hand now.
Right.
So we can. I wouldn't play that yet.
Really?
I wouldn't play that yet. Go back. Yeah. Because right now we only have 1 Draconic Chain Link, right? So we want to attack with the Art of Dragon Blood to make it Draconic.
Yep.
Yeah, we only have 1. So we want to attack with Art of Dragon Blood to make it Draconic. So that way when we flick knives this turn, we are able to get back our daggers without pitching anything.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, we haven't flicked yet.
Also, theoretically, our opponent also doesn't know that our last card is hot on their heels.
Yep.
And so if they block here like this, their last card could potentially be a 2-block.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we send hot on their heels, they're now incentivized to take the damage from hot on their heels to mark them because blocking does nothing.
Right. Should we flick now or on the next chain link, or does it not matter?
It doesn't really matter because we don't have Mask of Momentum, so we're not drawing a card off of this.
Okay.
So flicking now has like the same potential as flicking later.
Okay.
Because this is hitting.
Right.
And we're not getting Salt this turn.
Now, which one do we flick? That's like I presume we're flicking the claw? I mean, we're gonna get it back anyways, but like
I don't know of any card that Verdance has that can banish at instant speed, but if you want to play around cards that can banish at instant speed, you would always do the claw first instead of the kunai, because the kunai is vastly more important than the claw.
Okay. We'll throw the claw.
Like, this matchup was favored for Cindra before claw.
Mm-hmm.
And so we kind of just want to make sure that we always have access to kunai.
Okay, got it. Okay, so we can hot on our heels, activate Cindra, get it back, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah. And so now he is marked, unless he blocks this with a D-React. And now this mark will get us...
well, we just went like 5 chain links wide or 4 chain links wide. Are we trying to mopple or?
So you have to do the math. Typically, when you're activating Mask of Pouncing links, you want it to be a minimum 6 value.
Yep.
And right now, it is not 6 value.
Yeah, because he blocked 2.
It would be 5 on Salt, 4 on Tenacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 5 on Salt, 4 on Tenacity.
Right. So we'll just hold off on it then. Okay. So damage, buy back our dagger. Go from there. Oh.
Yep.
Oh shit! That was wrong. My bad. I pressed space bar instead of clicking it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got our daggers back. All right, yep. I presume this is like a scar for scar.
So it's probably gonna be Scar into like another 0 cost from his arsenal, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, we got
starter. You are just gonna take this.
Yeah, we got this.
I don't foresee you ever blocking.
Yeah. There's never a world where you block this. You are just gonna take it.
You know, as a warrior, I always have to consider the possibility of blocking. I like these Draconic Ninjas. They're like, yeah. Send your 4 damage to me. Yeah. Let's get to my turn. Come on.
Especially playing Cindra. Fi actually had some hands where you did just block with 2 cards because it was just mathematically better. Cindra just almost never has that. Alex, you can
Oh.
only get cards that have a base power 2 with Mask of Pouncing links.
Ah,
So we would
yeah.
not be able to fetch Breaking Point.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man, poor Breaking Point. If only Breaking Point was it comes in for
like
2,
if you could,
it gets
oh my god,
+3
if you could Pouncing links for Breaking Point.
You can mask for any card in your deck.
Yeah,
If you could mask for any card in your deck, it'd be so broken. This card would be banned.
it already is banned in like half the formats. It's so good.
It's banned in Blitz for good reason. I took advantage of that card way too much.
Yep. Okay, so Ignite. This will allow us to
Just mental block.
to get some of these going. All right, mental block discarding. Okay. So again, because this is not a warrior card, it's worded in a very friendly way. The next 2 damage is prevented instead of the source. Okay, so should we I mean, I presume we're just going like this into this into this with this somewhere.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
I mean, this card seems useless, fairly useless. Am I crazy?
No, there's a usage for this card. So there's actually a usage for this card that we could do right here if we wanted to.
Okay.
So because we don't really need to pitch this card, what we can do here is you can flick Knives the Kunai,
Right.
which will eat one of the prevention on mental block. Because Ignite is Ignite a ninja card, or is it exclusively a draconic card?
It's a ninja.
Draconic.
Since Ignite is a ninja card, you can Concealed Blade the Ignite, which would then deal 2 damage, only 1 being prevented by the mental block, and then you can equip the kunai that you have in sideboard to your open weapon zone. And then that means that you wouldn't have to. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm saying you can do that.
Too late.
Before you go clicking, Josh. because we do just want to play around him potentially having a D-React, maybe.
Nah, he doesn't have D-React. See? Easy.
Second mental block.
Second mental block, yeah.
We don't lose our we never lose our weapons permanently, right, guys? We look at us now. We have 3 weapons. Look at us. We can do some masterful juggling now.
Yeah, you can lose the weapon permanently. There were scenarios where back when New was still legal, they could pass over your kunai, and so you had to be very careful with how you flicked, because if you ever went off of a certain amount of if you ever went off of both daggers, and if you activated Cindra with 1 dagger still on the combat chain and 1 dagger in the graveyard, they could pass over the dagger in graveyard, and then you would just go into a turn with no daggers, and that could brick your turn, which was like literally game ending against New.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
You'll love to see it. Well, there you
Yeah, so we got his Stonewall for 0 value, or for 1 value block, which is very strong.
Well, the 4 value block on my side.
Yeah, because it denied us from putting this into Arsenal. So yeah.
Dude, felling into Ponder token seems really good here. So.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Okay, so this hand seems kind of mid.
That's usually the response when you get fell on the ground.
Okay, so we
this
could
isn't
go,
that bad.
Yeah, we could go Ignite, use a fealty, Art of the Dragon Blood, flick somewhere, dagger. Oh, we don't have enough resources for. Oh yeah, okay, then Breaking Point.
I would definitely think about playing Ignite and Dromai if that works.
Well, you're not going to get to do everything that you want, Josh. due to the fact that we are getting fellinged.
Yeah, we put the hunter.
So you will have to get rid of at least one of these cards.
Yeah, that's fine. Right.
So we
he doesn't have an
won't get rid
arsenal.
of the
So it's the
hunter
same.
here.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna get a ponder token.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
So he is gonna get an arsenal.
Yeah.
The issue is that this is a matchup that plays a lot of D-reacts. And so sometimes Breaking Point is not always at its highest value because they can just arsenal D-reacts.
Okay, so but my line makes sense, right? Ignite.
Your line does make sense, yes.
Fealty, Art of the Dragon.
And it's
Blood.
like it's the line. It's the line that I feel like you should go for. Just because it has the highest value. Like if he doesn't draw a D-react and he puts something into his arsenal, like say he draws like second felling, for example. Right. We are going to force the Crown of Providence.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, forcing the Crown
of
Providence
is very strong. The primary issue that comes with that is that we would be losing the Dragon Scale flight path for a big Spreading Flames turn. No, wait, sorry. The art has go again because it's going to be Draconic. Ignore me.
So we can go Ignite, Kunai, Art of the Dragon, flick somewhere along there, and then we can... we don't even need to use the Blood Splattered Vest.
Yeah, you don't need to activate Blood Splattered because the Art of the Blood Dragon, Dragon Blood will discount the Breaking Point.
Okay. Yeah, there's so many like discounting effects in Cindra, along with the Blood Spatter. Yeah. It's like a crazy, crazy.
You almost never have to pitch a Cindra. It's very strong.
Yeah. Okay. So Ignite. Okay, he took 2. Kunai for no cost. So this is our second Draconic Chain Link. Okay, no blocks from him. Okay, so I'm starting to think about Salt the Wound as a.
Yes, now we want to start potentially looking at Salt.
Yeah. Okay, so damage. Okay, activate a fealty token. Art of the Dragon Blood. Okay. So, do we need to start thinking about how to use Dragon Scalar Flight Path? This might be a turn to do it,
right? If he takes the Breaking Point, this would be the turn this would be a good turn, yeah, to use the Dragon Scalar Flight Path. And if that was the case, then we should have blocked with it on the felling on the last turn.
Yeah.
That way we would have at least gotten the 1 defensive point of value and we'd be at 1 life higher, which is very relevant against Wizard.
Yep. We'll just pretend we did that. We're at 23.
Hold on. I need to do something before the reaction step.
Okay.
Yep.
So, big thing here is that he might have a D-react in his hand. Well, before you moved on from the reaction step, you should have been thinking about the fact that like now he has 1 floating, and he could go 0 for 4 D-react from hand to stop the Breaking Point.
Yeah, but we have
instead of being forced to give up his crown.
We still flick knives.
But so if we use flick in reactions, and then we force him to have 0 block value left on mental block going into the Breaking Point. Now we can kind of force the crown play if he wants to protect his arsenal, or he has to give us all of the cards from his hand. And this is all contingent upon him not having a D-react in his arsenal.
Okay, so this 1 prevention is basically just being wasted. We'll take it.
Yeah, it's still being wasted here. I mean, he's also wasting the embodiment.
You have to flick knives to buy your dagger back. It's not wasted.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep. Flicky flick. Oh yeah, because we attacked with it. Yeah, it was gonna go away. Okay, so we can buy it back now.
Yeah, it was gonna break because we attacked with it.
Yep. Oh, and look at that. We have a choice on which dagger we want.
You get to choose which dagger to get back.
Okay, so okay, all right.
Real
Oh,
shame.
we drew our tech card. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this hand doesn't do anything. Oh no.
Yeah. Since this hand doesn't do anything, what you're thinking about now is Verdance is going to have a 5-card hand, which does not utilize 5-card hands very well. So you can block with 2 cards here, keep your life total decently high, play the Imperial Seal, and then play an Arsenal card.
Dude, I can't wait to draw 4 Fruits of the Forest.
I mean, hey, if you draw 4 fruits, that's like kind of good for us.
Do you want?
I would give the 1 cost before I give the 0 cost.
Okay. Is this a point where we want to get some value out of this, or?
I mean, you can, yeah, if you want to. We are setting up into a 5-card hand where going double Chain Ender is potentially very strong.
Okay. Okay. And the beautiful thing is we get to keep our fealty token because... Oh no, this is not a Draconic card! No!
No, it's not.
Oh,
We're going to lose the fealty.
You can make it Draconic with your fealty token.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you can make it
exactly
Draconic, but we only have 1 fealty,
Yeah,
so...
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, shit. Oh,
That's on my turn.
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We're going to lose it anyway.
Yeah.
We're making sure that the wizard player has the least amount of priority windows.
Yep, there you
Yeah.
go. All right, put this into Arsenal. Let's hope that his hand doesn't convert very well. Oh no, we drew 2 of these together. No! Oh, that's not good.
This deck really does not like you, Josh.
Yeah, it heard me talking about how I love Fang so much. MILF. Oh god. Okay, so I mean, Jesus, this is not good.
We have a card that we literally cannot play, so we probably block with it. The question though comes of whether or not he is going to send another physical attack after this, or whether he's going to send an arcane effect after this.
Worst case.
So you can take a look at his graveyard.
This right. Worst comes to worst, right?
Yeah, worst case we can arsenal it. You can take a look at his graveyard to actually like kind of calculate if he's going to send a physical or an arcane. Mm-hmm. So like, for example, he's got 2 burn bears in his graveyard, so his odds of him sending a burn bear after this are
3. I got 3 in my graveyard.
Yeah,
I drew them all at the start of the game.
Oh, it's 3 here.
Oh, there's the 3rd one. Yeah. Yeah, so like his odds of sending an arcane effect after this are decently low because he's also seen 1 pulsing life. So he could just, I was about to say, probably send the plow under here.
Oh, he has to plow under his own arsenal. Ha.
I guess, but you don't know what it is.
I will say, we do probably want to get to the point to where we are going to block this with at least 1 card. Mm-hmm. Because we are getting dangerously low. And so life total is something that you do have to pay attention to in this matchup.
Right. Okay, so our turn is this, into this, into this.
Yeah.
Flick somewhere, buy it back. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. 07. The heck is 07?
07 is the salute. It's the salute emote.
Thomas
O is the face,
me.
and then 7 is the salute.
Thomas is saluting.
Yeah, saluting you for your
for my effort playing Cindra. Oh god.
Saluting you for your back-to-back hands that were not very good.
Oh god. Okay, so I think we kind of have to like make a play with Mopple and Imperial Seal or something before we get into the range where we just 14 doesn't sound very good.
No, it doesn't. So you are probably trying to Mopple this turn.
Okay.
Because like if he has another attack in his hand that's physical, it does potentially get very scary because then we are getting into the Storm Strider's lethal range. But it is important to note that since he does have, if you do want to, oh, never mind. He drew his third mental block. So you have to respond. No, we're not in reactions. Okay.
I would never.
Yeah. No. Don't you dare click that.
Don't we need a resource for this?
We literally won't make it.
Oh yeah, we won't.
We literally won't make it.
Yeah. Oh right, because we're not in reactions, right? Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so then our turn is just over.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate, but our turn is over.
Okay.
Ooh, if he doesn't have anything here, this hand is a banger. This is the best hand you've drawn. This is the best hand you've drawn.
Oh my god, look at this. No blocks. Let's go.
Well, not no blocks.
You should flick, bruh. There was no opportunity to flick.
He's saying,
well, no.
well, he's saying if you flick,
is,
the rising would hit.
The rising resentment would hit.
If you had a 1 cost
is what
in
it
your
will
hand.
do. So you would allow you to banish the banish this card to play it, but that was just like very low EV there.
Right. Okay. Guys, I feel like I haven't been using my blood.
Oh, it's on me?
No, it's on
No,
me.
it's on Josh. Never mind.
That's on Josh.
I thought it was asking you to decompose, and we were.
There was an argument to still end your turn because I did block with the vest.
Yeah, like you did deny potential chest value.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is coming in for 8.
Right.
You are at 14.
I don't know the structure of your hand.
So this is an actual question here that you have to ask yourself.
We can go to 9. It's fine.
10. You would be going to 6.
No,
you would go to 6
presume we're
if you
blocking
take
with this, right?
Maybe. So one of the big things to note is that his kill range. So his kill range with Storm Striders, right? Now that he's out of Burn Bear. Now that he's out of Burn Bears, his kill range has gone significantly lower at instant speed with Storm Striders. So he can't just 9 you, which would make his kill range 8 because of the Claw of Vinserakai. So now his kill range is 4 plus 3. So his with Pulsing Life, Aether. So his kill range would actually be 7 now. So if you, his kill range is 6. So this does put you to exactly 6, which would be the kill range. So you do potentially have to block. Now the question is whether or not you're blocking with a card from hand or whether if you're blocking with an armor piece. Now all of your armor pieces in this hand are very important. So there's probably you probably don't want to block with any of them because you will need the resource to play the arsenal. So you're probably going to block with the 3 block here, yes. Because you can't go to 6. So you can't go to 7 now that his kill range is 6.
Right. All right. Well, let's see if we can get it done with this hand. Oh, yummed. Boo.
Yum. Give me your dagger.
You can have
That's
it.
right. Sit down.
Okay, so planning for this turn. Lead with this? Into this?
Yeah, you want to conceal information here. You don't have anything that you really need to buff by making Draconic because you don't have a Spreading Flames on the combat chain, so leading with Brand is fine. By the way, turn on Mask of Pouncing Links.
Should we have activated this at the start of the turn?
How many D-Reacts does he have in his graveyard?
He has 1 shelter, 1 sink there. And then 1 root bound. So there's...
So yes, you should
there's
definitely be starting your
6
turn with activating
here.
Imperial.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Because he's gone through 3 of his potential 12 D-reacts.
Yeah. And we're gonna get to destroy his arsenal because we can flick. Or yeah, stupid Crown of Providence, damn you!
Turn on your mask. Turn on your mask.
Yep. Okay, so he crowned. Okay.
So, of note, that means that his arsenal was probably a D-react.
Yep. Yep. Do we? I guess we don't mopple now, right?
There's arguments too, but like you're not going to. It's not. It's always low EV to like activate Mopple on the final chain link or on the first chain link, unless you are specifically getting Lava Burst. But we kind of want to try and get the highest EV value card that we can here, and so we kind of want to try and make Salt or Tenacity as high value as they can be. So right now, our Tenacity is already at 4 because he's given us 2 blocking cards on the combat chain, and our Salt's at 3 because we've only hit 1 time. But we have Flick Knives, so we could make the Salt a 4 whenever we wanted to. I would probably go with the Blaze Headlong next.
Should we have flicked there?
We could.
Because it's very likely
There's
that these
arguments...
are going to hit. Plus, we need a resource.
Well, it depends. So it depends. Because, like, he's out of mental blocks, right? And so he could be trying to hold a shelter.
Right.
And so we might just, like, because he's holding a shelter, potentially, he could discard it to activate the ability. So we kind of want to wait until the later down the combat chain, so that way he doesn't get as much shelter value. So now we would want to flick here.
Yeah, this is the last
this would be the
opportunity we have.
Exactly. But like what I'm trying to say is that like if he has shelter and he can't play it because of Imperial Seal, he's going to want to discard it, and so we want to try and wait until the last opportune moment, so that way we get to the point that he's just like we're not getting super blown out by shelter.
We should mopple now?
So let's do the math here. So currently he's blocked with 3 cards this combat chain, right?
Yep.
So Tenacity is going to be at a 5. And we've hit 3 times this combat chain. So Salt is a 5.
We've hit 2 times. The second chain link didn't hit.
It did hit. No, wait.
No, the second chain link did not.
So we've hit twice, yeah. So we've only hit twice. So Salt's currently at 4.
But this is likely to hit.
This is likely to
very
hit.
likely because he can't play a D-React.
Yes. Well, it's if he has a D-React in hand, which is very likely that he does. Okay. So what we're at is a point to where Salt and Tenacity are both at 5. But if he has another card in his hand that he wants to defend with, it's probably better to get the Tenacity. So that way, because if he's stuck with like 2 D-Reacts and like a random blue, for example, he's probably going to just want to block with the random blue instead of IPing it. And so then we end up making the Tenacity a 6. Because like they're both going to be for 5 regardless.
Okay. And we need to get our daggers back eventually. But yeah.
Yes. We'll probably get them back here just because it's like easiest. We have the ability to right now because we do have to click it. Yes, get the claw. Always get back claw.
Yep.
And now we can Tenacity him for 5. All right. I'm going to laugh very hard if his hand is 3D reacts.
Arsenal pass. Nope. Okay.
His hand was, in fact, not 3D reacts.
All right. This card is hard to use.
This card is very hard to use now.
both of these are very hard to use.
So we are going to block with it.
Probably both of these, right? We don't have to, I guess.
I mean, we kind of have to keep our life total high. Because, like, if he draws Pulse and we're at 6, we do just die.
Right.
The primary issue is that playing 2-card hands into him is, like, kind of irrelevant.
Well, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah. Because, like, at a certain point, you do just have to, like, force him to have it. But we are getting pretty deep into him just having it.
Right. Should we should flick here, right?
You have to flick here, yes. If you want to make this cut through a 4, you have to flick here.
And in this case,
this is a scenario where this is a scenario where you want to get rid of Kunai over Claw.
Yeah, because
if he plays, he could easily send like an arcane effect on his next turn, and we want the Claw Spell Void.
So I think we need to get a counter so that we can buy back our dagger.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, no, we're probably not going to buy back the dagger.
Well, then why did we blood?
We're going to attack because we're going to attack for 1 with Claw.
This doesn't have go again, though.
No, but cut through does have go again.
Oh.
Claw is our chain ender.
Oh, yeah. I see. Okay, so
yeah, we're going 3, 4, 1.
Okay. So we still need to make this draconic though, because then we have 3 draconic chain links.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And then we can get back our kunai for free.
Okay.
So you need to pass. Okay, yeah, that works too. But like, we also need to pass because we're currently in reactions.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so his last card in hand on the Imperial turn was a D-React.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you lose the game. This hand's really messed up.
Is it? Oh no. It's scar for scar.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna scar spelling?
Yeah.
No, it's not felling. It's one.
So you're blocking with Vest here. Like, you're gonna block this for 4.
All right, so all the 1-cost stuff in our deck is now turned off. Well, I guess we do have discounting stuff, so maybe not.
Like, you still have discounting effects. Oh, it was Cadaverous Tilling. So it was 4 into 8. Okay.
Yeah, it just wasn't felling the crown.
I presume we just have to keep our life total up, right?
Yeah.
Do we block this too?
He's at 4.
Maybe we just keep it around for 1 more turn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably better to keep it around for 1 more turn.
E-Strike. Every single time we've given him tempo, he said E-Strike. Yeah.
Well, not every time.
Not every time. Most of the times.
Yeah, I would block with those 2.
You're lucky I drew a red. I drew 4 reds.
Okay, so we do have to use the claw here.
Yep.
It's unfortunate because we are in the kill range. So send this for 4. Man, that is kind of unfortunate.
we have to do this, right?
No. Because, like, you know what the card on top is. You physically can't play the card on top.
Oh yeah, we
we revealed Blood Runs Deep.
Yeah.
Which currently costs 2 resources for to play.
Right.
So there's
Slick, and then buy back our daggers.
Yeah, that's just what you have to do here.
Okay.
Because, like, if you play the Throw Dagger and then you draw the card, you're just going to have to Arsenal it and pass, and you can't get back Claw.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's just going to Storm Striders you lethal you.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to Storm Striders lethal
I-
you this turn the instant you
I
activate it
had
anyway.
I had a feeling too, don't worry.
Oh no, Verdant's so broken. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Guys, I could win game
No,
with
no,
Betsy,
you
but I can't
actually,
win game with Cindra. I don't know what to say, guys.
Well, I'm pretty sure you misplayed a few times that game for value reasons on like the chain links. You were supposed to have like 4 to 5 more value that game. So I'm actually pretty sure that you were actually supposed to win this game at some point here, but we haven't.
So sad.
Although that was the last game. What is
It was not 4 to 5 value. I think it was 3 value, which is made up by just blocking with the felling here, and then we still die.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
Cindra's not for me.
Like-
guess.
like-
I don't know.
If it was, if it's
Standard
3
value.
value, you block for 3. You're still at 3 with this felling. If it's 4 value, you block for 3, and then we still die because you're at 2. If it's 5 value, you block for 3. You're at 1. We activate Flick. You kill us in response, even if we activate Cindra Hero Power.
Don't worry,
Alright.
Josh. I think you did good.
Let's make a
you
poll.
striking the. I started at 41, and when you strike in the Ring of Roses, so I think you did fine.
Yeah, he kind of did hit the nuts. Like, he drew Ring on turn 0.
To be honest, if you had just passed on turn 0, I'm pretty sure I just lose.
That's true. All right, guys. I made a poll in chat.
I'm really good.
Should Damien pass
Yeah,
Josh
you
today?
drew... You drew 2 D-Reacts on turn 0, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
And neither of them were the Earth D-Reacts either.
Yeah, it's real tough. It's real tough. Oh boy, I don't know.
So what have we learned today, Josh? Other than
I mean,
not it. What have we learned today?
I think I didn't get a single like MOM draw. I don't know. I
It's
know
pretty hard to. And dude, everybody has so much armor nowadays, and the
Yeah.
shelter card is.
Yeah, I learned that Shelter
this is
from
why
the Storm
this
is
is-
really good. Shelter from the Storm is really,
Yeah.
really good. I learned getting the Blood Spatter Vest trigger is pretty important. I learned Dragon Scalar Flight Path. I never used it once during those games.
You never got to cast your good spreading flame, or you never cast wrath. You know, you don't actually cast wrath often. It's a one of. It's like
Yeah.
Very tough. Very
you
tough.
draw
Wrath is
two
actually,
late
like,
games.
Wrath is actually somewhat hard to get to trigger for
Yeah.
its like full value sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't get to Wrath. All right, guys, I made a poll in chat. Please vote. Don't feel bad if you fail me. It's fine. I can retake Cindra School if I need to.
I don't
Some of
think we'll end up retaking it, but
Some of your Slippy hands, some of your hands against Slippy were just so incredibly awkward.
Yeah. Oh, we also drew a double Oath of Loyalty when we only run 2.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
wild.
God.
Like, like you play 2 copies of this card and you drew both of them in the same hand.
Life is hard. Oh my god.
Like when I play Cindra, I play 3
Yeah.
copies of Oath, and I've never drawn double Oath in my hand.
Yeah. We never got to activate Loyalty Beyond the Grave. Very sad. But,
You were close to getting to activate Loyalty against Slippy, but
some of the Cindra hands, like whenever I play against Cindra, it always feels like their hands are really smooth. But there are like some somewhat bricky hands or hands that are very dependent on blood spattered vests. So okay. I did see that there's a power level difference between the Majestics and the commons. Like Blood Runs Deep, really strong card. Ignite, really strong card. You know, Spreading Flames, really strong card. So.
Ronin Renegade, really strong card.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You guys in chat have a
head jab.
Have a big problem to answer because technically I didn't win any games today. But I don't think I played that badly.
If we had to base passing you off of winning games, when we get to Teklo Boston, you're never gonna make it past.
Dude, I think when you finally get to like the A tier with like Katsu and Levaya and like all the wizards,
these ones, right?
The advanced tier. Once we get here, that's gonna be real rough for you to win games. I'm not gonna lie. For like the first couple of streams.
Oh, it's okay, man. Josh.
Life is gonna get real hard.
Our next hero is KO. That's actually a pretty decent deck.
Yeah. More decent than Cindra.
You should actually win with Cindra. Sometimes you draw like the Spreading Flames and the blue, and you deal 33 damage.
Yeah,
there was a ProQuest that I played. One of my losses during the last ProQuest season on Cindra was a Cindra mirror match where literally my opponent just had like, he went like starter into throw dagger, draw the card, trigger chess piece, Spreading Flames, play from his arsenal Wrath of Retribution, dagger for 3, played another card because he had a 5-card hand, played another, and because it's a Cindra mirror match, he drew his card off mask at some point, like played another starter, activated flicked the dagger, activated Cindra, got back both daggers, went dagger for 3, like it was like a 35 value turn or something, and it randomly just happened because he just drew Spreading Flames off the top with the throw dagger.
I remember somebody attacked me when I had Truce in play and I cast Ricticole and he died.
Yeah. Sometimes Cindra does just like do the nutty thing and you do just win because of it.
I don't think there was any hand where we could have had that, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Your hands were very awkward today. A lot of them ended up being incredibly awkward.
It's unfortunate.
Yep. All right, well, looks like chat is willing to pass me. So, Damien, do I get to pass today?
I'll let you go this time, only because Cindra is a very basic deck.
Okay, all right. The bar gets higher as the
bar's gonna get higher as we increase in tiers. Yeah. Like, if you're not good at Riptide, I'm definitely not going to pass you.
I'm going to have to read his hero ability all the time. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, this pings him. Yep. Oh yeah, I could reload.
You're going to have a bunch of trigger. You're going to play a card from your hand. Riptide's hero power is going to trigger, and you're going to be like, why is it triggering? And you'd have to read it, and you go,
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Riptide doesn't have to activate a bow to load his arrows.
As I said, I think he fails at Marlin, so we'll keep that.
Yeah. Oh no, that's coming very soon. Oh god. All right.
Any deck that has to flex their hands out. Yeah. All right.
That's
it for our training arc today.
Yeah.
You've learned how hard it is to hit Mask of Momentum if your opponent can block good.
Yeah. Mask Momentum seems hard to ensure. But yeah. All right. Well, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed episode 6 of 0 to 60. We are done with Ninja for a while. We are done with Guardian for like 3 or 4 episodes. So, yeah. I'll have to put all these ninja techniques in my back pocket for when Katsu comes along. Next
I'm gonna
time
tell you
we-
this right now. I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you this right now, Josh.
Yeah.
All those ninja techniques are gonna get thrown out the window with Katsu.
Oh God. Oh no. The only thing I can
Katsu
take
just-
back is
Katsu-
sequencing. Oh God. Sequencing is important. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
sequencing is the only thing you do in Katsu.
Yes.
It's the
Katsu is
literal
like,
only thing.
yeah.
The king of sequencing.
Yeah.
He's the king of sequencing.
Yeah.
The issue-
Acilio, Gravy, Kano, all about sequencing. Katsu.
The
different version
issue
of
with
sequencing.
Katsu is keeping track of everything in your deck at all points in time of the game so that you know what to tutor.
There you go. All right. Well, I hope you guys.
You don't want to take a
enjoyed.
play line.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna wrap things up. You have something to say. Something you should say it before we go.
No.
You don't want to like take a play line with Katsu where you're going to try and tutor something and then you realize too late that you no longer have that thing left in deck.
Right. Oh yeah, I read this video.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm somewhat familiar with tutoring things because of Dory and Bolton, so I should be okay on that. I think. All right. Anyways, this has been Josh Loud, Damien, and Howell. We do have a spoiler that will be coming the 7th or 8th of September, so keep an eye out for that. I will just say I hope you guys have a good sense of humor, because if you do not have a good sense of humor, I just hope you guys have a good sense of humor. Let's just put it that way. All right. Tomorrow, Nathan will be streaming, so go check him out. All right. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye.